YouTube is the name of the site. Larkins is the name of the reviewer. And no one knows what this YouTube channel is called. We don't know how to change that.
And my long-suffering friend right here goes by the name of Moore.
Suffering is right.
Daniel Moore.
Suffering is right.
That is true.
Tommy, how are you?
I'm good, Dan. How are you? I mean, I'm liking that it's getting a lot warmer now. Are you?
Not really.
No.
The reason why, it's too hot to have the window shut.
Mm-hmm.
You open the window, it's a bit too chilly.
Bugs come in.
Oh my God, right? I've got a camera over here, right? You're probably wondering what it's doing over here.
Mm-hmm.
Filming A Bug's Life 2.
But
the cast are here, they turn up!
But there's no need for A Bug's Life 2. Bug's Life is just great, as it is.
I completely agree. So I try and send the blooming things
Are you
home,
saying
they don't wanna
are
leave.
you saying it's a 2 movie, but it's not A Bug's Life 2?
That's exactly what I'm saying. There's one teeny tiny baby thing I forgot to tell you.
And then they get knocked off the leaf. Love it. Perfect.
I just love how they do, because they have to work to make their bloopers a thing.
Toy Story, like Pixar, don't do that anymore, do they? But that's for a whole other conversation.
A whole other conversation. Now, you're here to review a movie, at least you think you are today.
Yeah.
You think you're here to review a film, which is named over on our YouTube channel, but that's not what we're going to do first, Tommy, because, dear boy,
Okay.
there are some events that we haven't settled from the last week.
Which were?
Well, dun 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 dun. I'll reveal all after this commercial break. Short word from our sponsor. Only joking, we're not that kind of YouTube channel.
Mm-mm.
So you took part in something last week. What did you take part in?
Are you talking about what I got up to over the weekend?
No one needs
What,
to know that. This is
marathoning?
This is YouTube, not Pornhub. No. You took part in something a lot better than that. You, dear boy, took part. You look so worried. I love.
No,
this.
I just.
You took part in the process of aging.
I'm so humble.
And
I didn't even.
Probably walked. You walked out of here the day after your birthday, probably thinking that Danny didn't get me a present or anything. What a. You thought that. You did.
I was gutted. I really was.
You were
gutted.
absolutely gutted.
Yep.
Well, I can reveal to you the reason why I was absolutely useless at that is simply because, and I'm going to pass the blame here, Mr. Amazon was just a bit
on the late side, as per usual.
Yes, as per usual.
Are you saying you've got me something?
No. No. You're just delivering the screen.
Okay.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Nice
It's very,
screen.
very pretty.
It's a
Very
nice
nice.
screen.
Very nice.
Well, another green item. Bam!
Ooh. I can barely see it. You're holding it right up against the green screen. I can barely see it.
I can put it in front of the camera. That is blurring me out. I am invisible. Hold that in front of your camera. That is blurring you out. That is amazing.
Is it? Oh, that's cool.
Absolutely immaculate.
Love it.
Open it.
Okie doke.
I've been waiting ages for this, guys.
Oh.
Yes!
One does not simply get older without a celebration.
Show the camera. Let the
Happy
world
birthday.
see.
Larkham's welcome to old age. Dan. Perfect. That is perfect. And considering I did a Lord of the Rings marathon on Sunday with some friends, 12 hours of film right there. When this meme happened, we were all laughing. We were just like, "Yep, that's earned its stripes as a rightful meme."
It's nice to see Sean Bean actually, not dead.
I know,
at least a moment.
Yeah, we were talking about that during the film. We were like, yeah, he's gonna croak it soon. Bless him.
Now, I was going to wrap some presents up for you, but I couldn't actually be bothered.
Okay.
So, what I've done instead is I've devised this amazing plan to simply give them to you in front of the camera.
Okay, great.
Might as well share them as well.
Yes, yeah.
So, have I not got you anything from the Ann Summers eBay shop? Dun 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 dun.
Oh, you're alright. I'm already stocked up with all that. So wait. Go on.
Do you know our parents watch this show? Right. Dun 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 dun.
Drum roll.
Do you want to have a guess at what this is?
No, because you, Dan, it could be anything. It
Aye.
could be a cloud from the sky. It could be a beaver from South Africa. I don't care.
I don't think beavers exist in South Africa. Anyway, put your hand out and shut your eyes.
I'm not falling for this again. Okay. Wait.
Okie dokie, right. And go, open. It's a what?
It feels like a Blu-ray.
Oh, yeah, it's a home movie, my friend. I made it myself. In the bath.
Oh! Is it like is a festive special? Is it? It's got Christmas.
All of them on the shelf were festive specials, so I had to. Obviously,
it's a PG. I've totally forgot that. Contains mild language and moderate comic violence. Totally forgot that.
Well, saying "Because I Hate You" is making it. That's enough to make it a PG. So there you go.
Oh, thank you so much, Dan.
Great film. But, am I done?
Are you or are you not done? Is there more to this? Come on already!
God, it's like a kid on Christmas, isn't it?
I know. I'm jumping up and down here.
No, that's it. Time for the review.
Okay.
What have you got for us today? As we are in medieval. Are we in medieval? Hang on, let me just.
Yeah, we are still medieval May.
I can't see me thing.
Don't worry. Trust me on this.
It's real censored. It is medieval May.
Yeah, we're still in medieval May.
Put that back.
So for this week, Dan, I thought I'd just rattle on about a film that I watched recently for the first time, but I'd always wanted to see. It's a 1998 animated film called The Prince of Egypt.
I've seen this, I think.
Yes, yeah. We will get into your opinions on it throughout this review as well.
Okay.
This was the second DreamWorks animation production to be released ever.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the first?
Ants.
Ants was the first.
Ants was first, then they did Prince of Egypt.
I did not know that.
Yep. So, after the debut of Ants, this was the second one. That same year. So they both came out in 1998. And it baffles me greatly that the studio decided to move away from 2D animation so quickly, as this film's animation, to me, is stunningly effective. But yeah, I recall you saying, Dan, you weren't too fond of the animation.
No, I'll be honest. I think the characters just looked a little bit ugly.
Okay. They looked a bit bland.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, for me, I just thought it looked quite stunning. But okay, the film to me looks good. But is there a story told in this that matches up to the quality of the animation? For me personally, I say yes, as this is an adaptation of Moses and the Book of Exodus, done in a simplistic but heartwarming fashion. At the time of this film's release, Disney were in the later part of their Renaissance period and still smashing box office records with stuff like Mulan, Tarzan, all that caper.
Disney were on fire at this point in
time. They were on fire, certainly at this point.
I'll be honest, I think they were wiping the floor a little bit with DreamWorks.
Former Disney producer Jeff Katzenberg left the tyrannic House of Mouse to start up his own animation studio.
Squeak, squeak.
And wisely chose to do as much stuff different from Disney as possible. See, that's why everyone likes Shrek so much, I think, because it's so different to the usual. It takes the Disney trope and just flips it, doesn't it? And
I love Shrek.
And that's why I like Prince of Egypt as well, because it tries a few things different. This film is a clear example that as it has small bouts of humour and one of two happy songs, but the focus is on the two main characters and their dichotomy, which changes vastly for the worse as the film progresses. Which brings me to my cast praises, primarily focused on Val Kilmer as Moses and Ralph Fiennes as Ramesses. Their brotherly bond, which eventually turns them into adversaries, is almost Shakespearean in its biblical setting, and the two actors play it serious with ultimate poignancy. It's a bit like The Lion King, I think. It's that level of storytelling for me in this film. It's very Shakespearean. The characters are very rich.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah. I think it's not as good as I'm not. It's not.
But yeah, The Lion King's.
The Lion King is just a one of a kind masterpiece. The fact that Val Kilmer also voices God in this film is so bittersweet too, considering the actor is now a throat cancer survivor. So he's lost his voice now, but in this film he voices God. So it's just such a bittersweet thing, that he's immortalised his voice, voicing these huge, larger than life characters. But now he doesn't have a voice.
Oh, that is incredible.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And I was going to say, before you mentioned that, it's nice to see Morgan Freeman getting a break from the role.
Yes, that is true. That is very true. Morgan
Freeman and Sean Bean have just got they're just like the actors that play this and that's it.
Yeah, that's true. The scene when Moses talks to God, which is kind of ironic considering Val Kilmer voices both of them, so he's voicing two characters talking to each other.
That's clever.
But to me, it's the most heartfelt scene in the film. Hans Zimmer's score absolutely rips. I detected inspiration from his Lion King score. same guy who did the music for The Lion King, as well as also elements that would go on to inspire his score for Gladiator, which
God,
is...
he must have been raking that in.
I swear to God.
The soundtracks to both.
Yeah, I know. He's Hans Zimmer is just he's a master at music, really is. My favourite track is called "The Burning Bush," as that plays during the emotional turning point for Moses and his character when he has a chat with God, or the voice of God anyway, and he sees like that he must do something to, save his family and save all of the Jews in that are currently slaves in Egypt. To me, that's the turning point in the film. It's think of it like The Lion King, the scene where Simba speaks to his dad in the clouds.
Yeah,
it's a bit like that. It's the realization. Okay, I need to change. I need to step up. I need to be the hero, and it's very similar in this case in this film. I also enjoy the power ballad that you may have heard by Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey called "When You Believe," which plays during the end credits of the film.
Did not know that.
And
Did not know that was in a film.
It went on to win Best Original Song at the Oscars, and deservedly so. I'm just a complete sucker for catchy songs seeing out films, and really celebrates the cheesiness of it all that was done in the 80s and 90s on a major scale. I mean... Am I alone here? Like, when there's a really good song attached to a film, it just makes the whole thing very different, doesn't it?
A few words for you on this.
Yeah?
The Power of Love. 4 words.
Yep. Exactly. It's probably arguably my favourite.
Yeah, I don't think you get any better than that.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You was in Robin Hood, and you had... another Whitney Houston song for The Bodyguard, and I Will Always Love You. These songs, and they have music videos with the clips from the films in them. I love all that. I'm totally down for all that.
May have noticed that.
So to close, The Prince of Egypt was a well-made animated film from a studio who was just starting to find their way, years before Shrek and Madagascar put DreamWorks Animation on the map.
Yeah.
But it might seem like just another animated film, but it focuses on the right things, namely the characters and the biblical story it is telling for a new generation. So on that note, Dan, I'm going to give The Prince of Egypt 3.5 stars out of 5.
Not bad.
Very standard.
Very standard. I mean, for me, I just didn't like the animation. I just didn't. It didn't appeal the eye.
Do you know what?
But knowing that it's early,
watching it as a grown-up, I can see why if you tried to watch it as a kid, it wouldn't land for you. It's not so light, and like it hasn't got really many positive songs or talking animals or anything like that. It doesn't have that. It's a more grounded story that really resonates more for adults than children. It just so happens to be in an animation setting. But I remember actually having it on VHS as a kid, and I never watched it.
Yeah.
I never watched it. So that's a sign. Maybe I might have tried to watch the start of it, and I thought, man, this is a bit boring for my childlike self. But then as a grown up, I've realised that the themes that they were going for when they made this film, they're so powerful and so biblical, and it's a reason why it's one of the oldest stories of all time.
Those are the films that do it, though, isn't it? They're the red herons.
Like Cats and Dogs.
Oh, you can't go wrong with Cats and Dogs. I mean, this masterpiece material.
But thank you very much for my card and for the lovely gift, Dan. Thank you.
And there is one more.
Oh, God. What?
I believe it's some form of chopping board, but I just thought...
Ooh, that is good.
Had to.
That is great.
Had to.
What about breakfast? We've already had it. We've had one, yes. What about second breakfast?
I could not.
I've got a clue. Like, I've got an inkling that you think for some reason that I like Lord of the Rings.
Just a hunch.
Yeah, just a hunch.
Just a guess.
Just a hunch.
Just a wild guess.
But I'll keep it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks so much for my thoughtful presents. Thank you.
No worries. Sorry they're late, pal.
No worries. Better late than never.
Had to wait for them all to be here. Right. Well, anyway, you YouTubers probably do a kitten video right about now. Would you say so?
Yeah, kitten playing the piano. Yeah.
Absolutely. Plenty of that on here. Do look out for the kitten that fights the dog and wins. That is funny. But from us right here, another movie review ready and waiting.
We bid you adieu and have a great week.
We do. We have, Tommy.
One left?
One more.
One more left.
Pick it well.
I will.
Till then, YouTube, have yourselves a great evening.
Take care.